Hey, cuties. Okay, alarm. What the heck? All right, hold on, guys. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. I know a lot of you all are probably out shopping, probably prepping for your Thanksgiving meal, probably cooking. If you are, put on your headphones and just listen. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me for this Thanksgiving Eve Power Hour-ish. I'm feeling a little better, and I wanted to just touch bases with you guys. We got a couple things to talk about, and I know I will not be going live tomorrow, so I said, let me go ahead and just do a little something. Thank you guys for the well wishes. Thank you, Deshonda, for reaching out and giving me some advice. And I promise you, sis, if this mess not gone by Friday, I'm going to do exactly what you said. So, yeah, I'm on the mend. I'm not 100%, but I am good enough to chat with my cutie crew. If you guys can please hit the like button on your way in, I would appreciate it. I do want to say again, not only happy Thanksgiving Eve, but happy Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for. I know I do. And I thank my cutie crew. I put up a little personal message as far as how I feel about you guys, and the responses really put a smile on my face. So you guys know, as my sis Pink Diva said, this is like a new normal for me. And yeah, I needed that. So thank you. I haven't gotten to everybody, but I promise you guys I will. I'm prepping as well. As far as I'm going to cook a little meal. So, and let me stop rambling, but real quick, since I am still sick, I could not get on the road. I could not get on a plane. So I am stuck. And I was invited to a friend's house, but I'm not going to go and get folks sick. So it's going to be me and my little doggies. And hopefully this mess is gone over the weekend. I could still do a little something if I can go ahead and shake this shiznit. But anyway, let me say some hellos. We have 109 people currently watching. We will get into some hot topics today, some Huntsville happenings. I got a little info on Mr. Amar Soul, something that he said that I had to get a side eye. And then we're also going to discuss the Fletcher's interview with Carlos King. So a lot of you guys wanted to discuss that in my last live, and I told you guys I wanted to hold off. And I probably should have held off because the notes that I got, I probably should have put this in the video, but we will discuss. Let me say hello at Simply GE, cutie crew member. Thanks for joining me. We got the legend herself, Linda Gamble, in the building. Hey, Linda Gamble. Happy Thanksgiving. Miss Lady One, cutie crew member. Happy Thanksgiving. Gloria Chop, cutie crew member. Happy Thanksgiving. Cutie crew, we're going to have somewhat of an after Thanksgiving party Friday for those that will be free. So I want to try to make it something fun and interactive. So if you're free Friday nightish, make sure to join me, Cutie Crew. But if you're busy with family, I understand too. But with me feeling better, I just want to talk, child. I got my little sister in the house trending. Hey, trending. Happy Thanksgiving, little sis. Hey, Gloria, Cutie Crew member. Lady D Keys in the house. Hey, Lady D Keys. Good afternoon. Let's see here. Hey, Margaret. Cutie Crew member. True Wisdom. What it do? Hey, True Wisdom TV. For the content creators, you guys make sure that you subscribe. We got True Wisdom TV in the house and trending at some point. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. I am blessed. Pecan Pam. Hey, happy Wednesday to you too. Hello, Patricia. Cutie Crew member. Hey, Titi. Cutie Crew member. Hey, Betty. Cutie Crew member. Now, hold on, guys. Let me turn this heat off. OMG. Ooh, child. Let me turn this ceiling fan up. Okay. That's the downside of being sick. I go from being cold to hot. But anyway, Fifi, Cutie Crew member, Patricia, Cutie Crew member, Betty, Cutie Crew member, Bevy, Cutie Crew member, Ernestine, Cutie Crew member, and Fifi, I got you. The Cutie Crew always represent. Let me go ahead and turn this down. All right. Okay, let's see here. Jacqueline, hello. Hey, Karen. Hey, Miss Tina. Hello, Tanisha. Cutie Crew member. Sherry Gibson, hello. Sherry or Cherie, one of them. Sherry, I believe. Cutie Crew member. Terry T. Baby in the building. Hey, Terry T. Baby. Hello again to my sis, Deshonda, Cutie Crew member. Thanks for joining me. Mama V, good afternoon, Cutie Crew member. Hey, Joy. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Eve. Let's see. We're getting down to the bottom. Teresa Wright, thanks for joining us. Cutie Crew member. Terry T. Baby, I am at 70%. 70%. I got Theraflu in front of me. I took some, what did I take earlier? Antibiotic. I got cough drops. I'm feeling much better. So thank you for asking. This has been a struggle. I've been going through this since last Friday. But hopefully I sound better. Hopefully I don't sound like a man, child. Hopefully I don't sound like a man. Hey, Cheryl, Cutie Crew member. Let's be clear. Hey, let's be clear. Cutie Crew member, you are cooking and these pods were charged. Yay. I kind of figured. I know what Thanksgiving Eve gives. I'm sure people are out in these streets doing last minute shopping and all of that. So I get it. So whoever joins me, I appreciate it. All right. Annette, hello. Just listening. Hello. Hey, Carrie. Hello. Gwendolyn, happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you so much, Yolanda. Thank you. I am. I'm not going to overdo it, though. I was out shopping yesterday, child. Was it yesterday or day before? I think it was yesterday. I don't know. I ain't had no business out there. Laverne, hello. Jamie, how are you? All right, Patricia T, I'm being nosy. Chit chat, share with me what Deshonda shared. I can't get over whatever I got either. It doesn't bother me until at night. I cough all through the night. So I believe Deshonda may have answered you. I see down here she said something about a humidifier. What she really told me is take my tail to the doctor, okay? Um, and that I would probably need, if I'm not mistaken, some type of shot. So yeah, I would have to go back to my DM and read exactly. But you guys know Deshonda is Deshonda, I don't want to say a registered nurse because I believe you are higher than that, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. But Patricia, take care. Don't overdo it. My cough at night is gone, but I still got restless nights. So anyway, let me get started. Let me finish. Kixie, hello. I think it's the first time that I've seen you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Mildred. Mildred Conversation and Cocktails, content creator. You guys make sure that you are subscribed. Revelation 2023. Hello. If you want to chat on Thanksgiving, I'm here. Oh, I know you are. Girl, I'm gonna binge watch. I still haven't watched Bell Collective. I still haven't watched Married to Medicine. I've been on this documentary kick and all of that good stuff. And yeah, I'll be on the phone with family though, FaceTiming and all that good stuff. Hey Dolores. All right, I think I'm getting down. Hey Nisi. Cutie Crew member. Neva P in the house. Cutie Crew member. Hey Joanna. Gaia Niece Love. Hey. I think I told you before I love that name. Deborah or Deborah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Peace, love, and prayers. Thank you so much for joining the QT crew. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you are ready. Nurse practitioner. Okay, sis, that's what I thought. I hope that you are ready for a sisterhood because that's what we are. That's what we give. That's what we do. So we talk a little mess as far as the cutie crew, but it's more of a sisterhood where we share what's going on in our lives. We get support. It's just amazing, amazing. So yeah, thank you again for joining the cutie crew. All right, Coco Beauty, cutie crew member. Hey Charlene, hey Cricket, cutie crew member. All right, Jazzy J. Hello, hello. Hey Gail. I am getting there. Thank you so much. Juan Davis. All right. Yes, yes, a steroid shot. And you know what? I don't do medicine much at all. So I'm trying to just do this. I really, back in the day didn't even do cold medicine. But I got to do what I got to do. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I also think Mucinex, I got some, is a miracle drug. You used to catch the flu every year until you started taking vitamin C daily. You sound like my sis. OMG, my sister said the same thing as far as having had a cold in 10 years. She just told me that on the phone day before yesterday. So yeah, I gotta up my vitamin C as well. When I tell you I got everything I need right in my little medicine cabinet. But I guess it's just me taking care of myself and taking my vitamins and all of that. But again, thank you guys for joining me for this Hot Topics Huntsville Happening Power Hour-ish. So I want to start real quickly. Like I said, the bulk of my live will be about the Fletchers, but I did want to touch on this monster that is Sean. Hey, Lois. Hey. Hey, Simply Beautiful. Hey, Gigi. All right. Now, you guys know I got to stop looking at this phone because if I don't get started, we will be here all day. But I wanted to just touch on real quickly more about this monster. That's what he is to me. Let's get into some Sean P. Diddy Combs news. He's still catching a lot of flack. This red that he's in is giving me whole new vibes, okay? All right, sis, I'm going to do a screenshot. And those of you in the chat, Patricia as well. Um, vitamin C, vitamin D3, zinc, all of that. So let me take a sip of this tea. But anyway, this red that this man got on is giving me straight up devil vibes. And since this news broke last week, I'm sorry for me. That's what he is. But Cassie has been spotted for the first time since the settlement. So I wanted to bring you guys that. And before I do, let me go ahead and put up this copyright disclaimer. There are 193 people watching. Thank you guys so very much. Please make sure to hit the like button for me. Thank you all that's joined me late. I appreciate each and every one of you. I promise you I do. But yeah, copyright disclaimer. This is for fair use. This is for researching. We are commenting. There's a lot of criticism when it comes to oh boy. And yeah, this is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. But Cassie has been spotted. I'm going to go ahead and share this. This is courtesy of page 6. And she is all smiles. Thank goodness. Thank a goodness. So let's see here. Go ahead and bring it up, StreamYard. StreamYard is moving a little slow. But I just wanted you guys to see Cassie's face. And then I'm definitely going to share some more horrible news that's come out. It's been alleged that Cassie definitely settled for way more than 30 million. And Diddy just opened up the gates for more lawsuits. And I say whatever he gets, he deserves, okay? But Cassie allegedly has moved to Connecticut, which is a good move. Get on up out of Hollyweird and stay out of Hollyweird. But again, I just wanted you to show she's the lawsuit was just so troubling to hear. But what I'm glad and to read. But what I'm glad of, I am so glad that her attorneys spelled everything out exactly the way that they did. That's enough trauma. So people have been saying that she shouldn't have settled. This was a civil suit. The only judgment would have been monetary money, and she got that. And it's not just about that, but I just feel like she did not, should not have had to relive all of that trauma. So I'm glad to see her in good spirits. It looks like she's with her oldest daughter. And, kudos to Cassie. I know now this picture down here, it looks like she was like, y'all could go ahead on now. Enough is enough. But paparazzi has tracked her down. But let's go ahead and get into something else, guys. This came out, and again, it's absolutely horrific to me. But I'm also going to share an article from the Daily Mail. So let me close out this tab. Diddy allegedly, and if I was Cassie, I would sue these plastic surgeons as well. But and I remember this. Diddy pressured, "Hey, Aunt Debbie, how are you? You guys make sure to subscribe to Aunt Debbie as well." I'm glad I looked back down to, at my phone. Thank you guys. Maurice Diddy Gwen, yes, ma'am. I think I saw something about that before. Something about that before. Yes, yes, yes. But anyway, I remember this back in the day. Cassie to get breast implants. Well, according to the Daily Mail, he pressured her to get the implants only to demand that she reverse the surgery the next day, despite health risks, because they were too big. The breast implants were too big. Can you guys imagine how painful that was? Trending Aunt Debbie's channel name is Aunt Debbie. All lowercase. If somebody could grab that for me and put it in the chat, uh, that will help. But yes, all lowercase Aunt Debbie. But anyway, could you imagine how painful that was? Yes, Deshonda, 9 figures, baby, over $100 million. And we'll discuss. But anyway, former friends recall witnessing the moment Diddy ordered Cassie to reverse her 2009 breast surgery. According to the insider, the mogul was behind the idea and did most of the talking during a consultation at this plastic surgeon, Dr. Frank Ryan's office in Beverly Hills. Diddy would later become furious with the results and demanded he meet with the surgeon to have the implants reduced the very next day. Oh, really? Peace, love, prayers. Okay, because, for me, and Peace Love said that, and this is alleged, I don't know for sure, the plastic surgeon, maybe I need to continue to read, is no longer living. Because, yeah, that's a lawsuit, or it would have been back then. But I'm not going to read too much more of this. I believe this. They said that it was another doctor as well. I would honestly have to go to my notes. But they said that the discussion took place shortly after Thanksgiving 2009. Oh, he accidentally drove off a cliff in Malibu. OMG. He accidentally, see all these mysterious deaths surrounding Diddy. I don't know. I don't know. The doctor accidentally drove off a cliff. Um, but it's crazy to me. As I mentioned, so much more is coming out. Poor Cassie. This alone deserved the settlement. Now, a lot of people said that, yes, Cheryl, a lot of people said that they felt like she shouldn't have been compensated. And I'm gonna say again, that's straight BS. She absolutely should have, and she was. Um, my question is this. Do you guys remember a couple months ago, the first baby mama, Misa Hilton, came out and blasted Diddy? Um, this was after their son Justin was stopped, I believe, for a DUI. But anyway, Misa got right on Instagram and she made this post. A lot of people said that it was cryptic, but she slammed Diddy after the son's arrest. Now, at the time, I was like, well, wait a minute. Diddy didn't have anything to do with your boy getting stopped. But according to her, Diddy fueled these parties, even with his children being present, with allegedly liquor and drugs and all of that type of stuff. So I just wanted to bring this back up because I wanted to read what she said then. This was back in June. And this is what she said. Everyone has to sit around for years and act like there isn't anything wrong with you. This where the buck stops for me. Now, Misa Lisa should have kept talking. Uh, she did in this post, but she should have after. But her other post said the statement "a fish rots from the head down" means that in addition to being a major contributing factor in a family or organization's success, leadership is also the root cause of its failure and demise. The truth shall set you free. So leadership would be Diddy, and he is also the root cause, of its failure and demise. So my thing is this: I wonder if Diddy paid her off. I bet you he threw her a couple bucks because not long, and I don't think that okay, not long after this, let's see if they put his response. Not long after that, Diddy was all up in her comments, "Love you, queen, love you, queen." But she put at that time as well, "I'm not protecting no one anymore, just my son." After what's come out when it comes to Cassie, this speaks volumes to me. This speaks volumes. Each of her posts that she put in her stories back in June just lets me know that a whole lot has been going on. And yeah, they have been protecting Diddy, and the buck should stop. Now, she said it then, but again, when he was all up in her comments a couple days later, "Love you, queen," and all of that let me know that he had already gotten to her. I say enough is enough. I want to know what you guys think about this. Um, I do too, Bravo Addiction. Bravo said, as far as this cryptic talk or subliminals and all of that, spell it out. It is frustrating. And that's something that Cassie didn't do. Cassie didn't give us nothing cryptic, baby. She put it all out there. So I'm hoping Misa and anybody else, I do know that they have one more day to take advantage of that New York Survivors Act. I believe it expires tomorrow. And hopefully, Cassie has given everybody courage to go ahead and speak up. And hell, go ahead and get paid. We haven't seen the last of this. There are a lot that's going on. But what I wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys feel about the silence when it comes to the men in the industry? Absolutely simply beautiful. Absolutely. She knows it all. She's the first baby's mama, okay? She knows it all. And she's seen a lot. But what do you guys think about these male podcasters, male entertainers, athletes, everybody quiet? Why? Why are they quiet? Their silence is definitely speaking very, very loud. Jacqueline, I agree. But this is my thing. Oh Lord. Yeah, TD Jakes and a couple of them have been at a lot of high profile people have been at Diddy's, things. Um, I think a lot of the male Guyanese, yes. Hold on, guys. Let me take a sip of tea. But I think a lot of the males are silent because they've done some of the same damn thing. The podcaster, Charlemagne the God, he's been accused of the RA ape. Um, Joe Budden, he's been accused of abuse. I don't know if his was SA, but definitely DV. It's just amazing to me. Drink champs, the guys, nobody is speaking up. All of these huge black platforms, when it comes to males, nobody is speaking up. So for me, I'm going to choose wisely. Hey, sis, thanks for joining me. Hey, Tawana. And thank you guys again. I know it's Thanksgiving Eve. I know you guys are busy, but we just chatting for a little bit. But for me, I'm going to choose wisely as far as who I support going forward. That's even in watching their content. I do watch Joe Budden. I don't think I'm gonna watch anymore. His excuse as to why he didn't want to say anything about Diddy was straight BS. Charlemagne the God, Charlemagne the God, quiet. Drink champ guys, quiet. So we always say black women are the most disrespected and unprotected, and we see that just from these black men not even speaking up on something like this. And it's a lesson I think that us as black women need to learn. We need to stick together because they definitely do. So we need to stick together more. But I'm going to, and I hope that everybody else continue to blast whatever it is that comes out about Diddy or anybody else. I'm just not going to keep silent any and everything that they come out that's proven. I'm going to talk about it, and I hope you guys do as well. I think the more of us that do that, we'll keep this story out there, and some things will happen. He deserves jail time to me. Sis, you said, you know what's even more alarming to me, sis, is the fact that nobody is coming forward, period, and debunking those allegations on his behalf. Nobody. If that ain't the truth, that's because they knew. We all know, those of us that follow our culture, this isn't the first, this is the most gruesome that I've heard. But, it don't take a rocket scientist for me. Let me share this picture of Cassie. This is when Diddy first got with Cassie. And it does not take a rocket scientist for a lot of these older guys um, to be predators deep down. This is when he first got with Cassie. I believe she was 19-ish or so, 20-ish. She looked like a little girl. Looked like a little girl. And yeah, nobody has come out to debunk it, sis, because they know. I will say this. 50 Cent been on his arse. And I promise you, I got a whole tablet of notes that I wrote up about 50 Cent and Aubrey O'Day, as far as them and their voice and how they've used it for years. And maybe that'll be another video. But yeah, it's sad. It is sad. I love my black men, child, but going forward, your girl may have to go outside of the race because, you know, we're unprotected. We really are. So we'll discuss. Let me read a couple comments and then we're going to get on to some Huntsville happening. True wisdom. You say Diddy is a gatekeeper? Absolutely. Absolutely. And, enough is enough of that. Enough is enough. They really did the same thing with R. Kelly. Some of them spoke out, but, these men been sticking with each other regardless. And it's sad. She was Basham. And he took her innocence. He took her innocence, to introduce her to drugs and all of that. I don't care what anybody say. I will give credit real quickly to Rory and Maul. So, those of you that watch podcasts, Rory and Maul used to be a part of the Joe Budden network. Joe Budden let them go. They have their own show. And Maul spoke up. He spoke up. And I'm proud of him for doing that. But yeah, everybody else is just silent. Everybody else. For sure. For sure. True wisdom, for sure. They don't want to cross Diddy because they're cool with him. Yep. Yep. It's terrible. It really is. Yes, they are Guyanese. Yes, they are. And we've talked about narcissists probably forever in this side of YouTube. But it's amazing to me. The more you learn about it, the more you can see it in a lot of people, especially men, especially men. And it's disgusting to me. It is disgusting. No, nobody. Journey to the Root, a Jaguar, right? They tried to say that sis was just crazy. And you know what I think it was? I think that the industry was trying to drive her crazy. Let me put it like that. But Jaguar Wright definitely has been one that spoke out about it. And I just saw a video recently where, baby, she laid everything out. Everything out. I think we discussed the other day about, we did, the medium or the psychic that almost to the day predicted that this was going to happen. And according to this psychic, Diddy will be going down. I think she said around Easter. And baby, that's too long for me. But as long as he go down, it's more women. We know that. It's more women. And I hope that they all have the courage. I do want to say shout out to Aubrey O'Day, because you guys know that Diddy tried to act like he was giving everybody their rights to their catalogs and all of that. Well, Aubrey said that she reached out to the other members of Danity Kane, that was in September, and told them they bet not sign anything. I guess she knew something else was coming down the pipeline. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to see the destruction. It's over when it comes to money and power ruling everything. Ruling wrong instead of right. And I think he abused his power. I think he's continuing to. And all these other people that's not speaking about it, they're punks. Period. Punks. How powerful is this? Okay, Phyllis, watch the cuss word. I believe it has to be who is above Diddy. Okay. Report any pages that, oh, report any pages that portray Cassie as a gold digger. You've reported several. The thing about that pink butterfly, even reporting is not going to do anything. People do have a right to their opinion, even if it's different than ours. She definitely wasn't a gold digger, because if she was, I do believe that she would have acted a long time ago. I do. But, people have a right to their opinions. I even allow difference of opinions in my chat as long as it's respectful. So, I don't think that reporting the pages will do anything, because it takes mass numbers as far as a report of a page to really be effective. So let's say if 1 million people reported that page, or, that's when something will happen. But okay. I ain't got nothing for him. Just looking at this picture on my screen again, he's giving predator, and we'll discuss Kim Porter real quickly before I move on. A lot has been coming out. We discussed this the other day. I said that I was one that felt like the circumstances of how she passed just seemed, I was giving it the side eye. I was sad. I watched her, whatever they showed as far as her service on social media. I also follow a couple of her close friends on Instagram. I did when Kim Porter was still living, and naturally the things that they used to share. But it was sad but suspicious to me. So allegedly, they were investigating Diddy at one point. I think money came in and stopped that. Um, I also think, because again, that money speaks, all right? And you get that money over to the right captain of a police force, or whatever the case may be, and things just tend to disappear. So I'm not going to go as far as saying that she was poisoned, but again, this is all alleged. There's been some information that's come out that said her first autopsy said that she was poisoned and classified her death as homicide. That changed. Now, again, this is alleged. That changed. And why? T.D. Jakes once was a man of God, but the love of money and power has turned him over. It's not about the soul anymore. Oh, wow. You know, we'll have to discuss that as another day. I was a member of one of those big churches back in Chicago, 10,000 members and all of that, in my adult years, right before I relocated. And it made me think, it's nothing, you can't get that personal touch like what I was used to growing up in the church. So I see TD Jakes with the designer gear and all of that. And I always give these pastors the side eye because a lot of their flock, their members are poor. But that's another discussion on another day, child. All right, let me read a couple comments and we're going to get into some Huntsville happenings. What I was trying to say, the Bible will, what God not mock with a man, so shall she read. Yeah. All right. If Epstein got caught, so can Diddy. The ones above will get rid of him soon. I think so too. I think this has definitely opened Pandora's box. And as far as the women, I hope that they get some courage again from Cassie and they speak out. All of them. I think that Kim Porter's son Quincy knows something, and he's just being quiet for his twins, sisters, because he is very protective of those twins. Yeah, folks keep saying she only did it because her husband was broke. Her husband has been advocating for DV for years. Well, I heard that he came for money. Sis, hold on, guys, let me blow my nose. I would have to research that. But they're saying a whole lot. So I'm not shocked at that. But I would have to research if Cassie's husband came for money. Now I do know that how she met her husband is because of Diddy. Diddy hired him as a personal trainer. And that's how, okay, he did. All right, sis, that's what I thought. But that's how he and Cassie met. They fell in love. She left Diddy, whatever. And as far as him being an advocate for DV, I will never forget, and I wish I would have had the video. Never forget that 50-mile race. I think I touched on this in our last live that he did, and it was so emotional. And as I said the other day, I think that Cassie, because he broke down crying, she broke down crying. It was personal. It wasn't, like a marathon and you just happy and jumping for joy. Yay, you crossed the line. No. And I think he did that for his wife because of what she experienced at the hands of this monster. That's what we have been asking. Journeyology. Journeyology to the root. Where is Farnsworth Bentley? That's his name. Farnsworth Bentley. Where is he? He's very quiet. Very quiet. Capricorn, what is her last name? She spoke out as well. I can't remember her last name, but she was an assistant to Diddy for years. And she just spoke out recently after Cassie. So I think it's going to be a snowball effect. Like I said, you guys make sure to send me anything that you hear. Hey, South African lady, all the way from South Africa. Thanks for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving. We will be discussing this though. Like I said, I feel like the more platforms that talk about this, the better. We definitely don't want this swept under the rug. And any little thing that come out, I feel like it should be spoken about. Deshonda, and I'm gonna read a couple more and then we're gonna move on. Kim Porter's death really upset, and I felt and I do feel Possum Mouth is responsible. I do too. And I always did. Okay? I always did. What about the other babies' mamas? Um, Again, Misa wanted to say something. She stopped. We got Chance, uh, her mother, Sarah Chapman, I believe. She's quiet. We got the new baby, her mama quiet, and unfortunately, Kim Porter can't speak. It's alleged that she was working on a tell-all book, and she, may she rest in peace, no longer has a voice. I hope so, Patricia T. The day you have that discussion about the hope dealers, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's a big discussion. True wisdom say prosperity preachers. Yeah, I had to go ahead and back on up out that thing. I really did. So yeah, we let me put that on my little board. We will talk about it on a live soon. soon. But anyway, guys, I will yeah, okay. I will highlight more comments. He is in the church, but he's been active. And in the church or not, sis, we need him to speak. I'm sure he saw something. I heard that it was deleted, Journeyology, that her wiki page was deleted, even though I really don't follow those pages too much because anybody can update them. Okay, Derek Watkins, that is Farnsworth Bentley's real name. I believe he may still be under Instagram under Farnsworth. Yes, we want Lorianne to stand up. She still works as far as the choreography and all of that. But, I think we are witnessing the downfall. The downfall. And Dolores, if you could not, I get it. You keep putting it in the chat. We get it about Maurice, but we on another topic today. Okay, but we'll discuss that. But thank you. We will continue to talk about this though. Yes, she is, Laprice, very quiet. And guess what she did? She popped out with them babies. Okay, hadn't been with her kids from what I saw in quite some time. But she popped out with them babies. Now, let me say this. Let's get on to some Huntsville happening. I've been yapping for 47 minutes. I shared our girl, Melody Cherie's, a snippet of her song, Mrs. Santa, the other day in my live. And child, why did I get a copyright? So it's not a strike. It's not a strike, but I did have to clip it from my last live. So I just really wanted to mention this because this will be available. Let me move this up and see if the bottom. Uh, huh. Dog it. Well, this will be available on all digital platforms tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, November 23rd. Spotify, it'll be on Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal, Pandora, all of that. So you guys make sure to support Melody Cherie. I will definitely be downloading it. But I was like, dang, I didn't know that the recorded, they were in the studio. And I didn't know that that would be already licensed, child. But it was. And the video. Oh, see trending. Did she release that? Girl, now she reached out to me the other day and said, don't say this yet about the video. So thank you for that. I'm gonna have to go to her stories. I've been sick, but I haven't been to her stories today. So thank you for letting the cat out the bag because I thought I was keeping a secret. But according to trending, the video for this song will be on Nubian TV. So yeah, Mel reached out to me. She, when I had, I believe, shared or commented about the song, and she's like, "Don't say nothing, don't share it yet, but the video gonna be coming out too." So So I'm glad to hear that the cat is out the bag. I cannot wait to see it. And yeah, we proud of her. Like I said, it's a banger for me. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of Mariah Carey's Christmas song and everything else. I want some black music, and we got our classics. But this, and I'm not just saying this because it's male. I really, really, really like the song. I do. Yes, Teresa. So again, make sure to support our girl tomorrow and make sure that you log on to Nubian TV and watch the video. Did she say trending if the video is gonna be dropping tomorrow? I believe so. I need to go to my doggone why I got this phone. I need to go to my Instagram and see. But let me know. Really simply. I bet you it's beautiful. I can't wait. Tomorrow will be I'm gonna try to cook small portions. I'm doing my prep and all of that. I'm gonna get out there and do some Christmas decorating, but I'm gonna be in the house, in the bed, fuzzy socks and comfy pajamas, and like I said, FaceTiming with family. Okay, it will be on the new Grove show. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yes, Vanessa, blessings to everybody. Again, thank you guys for watching. 336 people joining me. I appreciate you guys. But let me go ahead and get into some more Huntsville happenings. Now, you guys know I always do a little snooping, child. And even while sick, I was snooping on Facebook. Before I share this, you guys remember the scene of Marceau and Tisha, all of them, when they were in Vegas. Hey, Square Biz, you off to Dallas. Okay, safe travels. Safe travels. I'm sure you guys remember the episodes from when the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast was in Vegas. Whole lot of explosive stuff. It's so much more that I would like to go back to because I wasn't a content creator when this show started. And that was really one of the scenes that I really wish I could have laid into their arses. Okay. But also, when they were in Vegas, remember, Marceau refused to renew those vows. Okay? Refused. Well, Mr. Man gave an explanation this week on Facebook. And I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys. So this person put, and let me take the comment off. Shout out again to the cutie mods in the house, the cutie crew, and the cuties. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. All right, let me remove this so we can see it. So this person put, the person that made the post, for all the naysayers who are still saying Marceau didn't want to renew his vows with Letitia, they had already gone to the islands and renewed their 15-year wedding anniversary prior to the Las Vegas episode. Then they put 19 years and counting. So that person was just loud and wrong, first of all. But take a look at what Mr. Marceau had to say. If I do this, I wish I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna have to start sending my pictures in a smaller format. But anyway, let me stop this because I want you guys to see okay, there we go. So Marceau corrected the person and said this was our 10th marital vows, and vows in general aren't done simply for the cameras. If you guys want to see the reality of our marriage, that's it. We don't do vow renewals because we think it will get good ratings. What? If you guys want to see the reality of our marriage, you are on a reality show called Love and Marriage. So yeah, we want to see we want to see the reality of your marriage. on a reality show that's supposed to be about marriage. So he said that they wasn't going to give them good ratings. And it's a crock of BS because even if he had done it just for the show, no real pastor, no real officiant. He could have just walked up there and they could have kissed and did all of that. It was so rude. It was so rude. And yeah, I'm just tripping how the man said they're not gonna do things just to get good ratings. And that's what they give. They not doing anything for ratings but making shit up. Making shit up. Um, I just thought that it was bold, but guess what? You guys know. Carlos gave them the green light to do just what they do. Not talk about anything real. Only talk about their business. It is what it is. I'll get into a little bit more of Marceau when I get to what I got to say about the Fletchers. Simply beautiful. You put if they felt like that, then why did your wife plan a vow renewal? He shot her ass down, okay, right on TV. And again, they could have he could have faked it. Even if she wanted it to be a real ceremony, a real thing, he could have pulled her to the side and said, you know what? Since we here in this chapel, we can go up there and act like it, but I just don't feel like this is the time for us to really do this. So yeah, Marcel gets to do what he wants to do. They lie for the camera, so why not just add the fake vow renewal to the list? Facts. He couldn't just make his wife happy in that moment. Facts. Fake news. Facts. He's now trying to be in competition with the Fletchers with his recent post. Yeah, we over him. Tisha can't say we've been married the longest because the Fletchers been married 29 years. Yeah. Thank you, Tawana. So if you guys can fake a pregnancy, we know you could have faked that wedding vow renewal. You know, I'm over men like Marceau, and I ain't got nothing against Marceau, but in light of the recent events, when it comes to all of these men, just doing what they want to do, putting their foot down, it is my way or the highway. I'm over that. Yes, they are. I believe that they are. I do. So yeah, I've even put that in my notes. He couldn't even do it for fun. Again, you on a reality TV show. But I am at 57 minutes. I got the whole Fletchers to talk about. Excellent, excellent interview. I'm going to put some music on. My dog's been barking for an hour. I locked them out. Let me run and let them in. And I will be back in less than a minute. So you guys stay with me. Hit the like button for me. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Here. Hold on, guys. Here. Stay on my face, please. Okay, I'm back. I had to let them in. Here, buddy. And grab them some snackies. Okay, let me read a couple of you all's comments before I move on. The Fletchers definitely got that long money. Okay. She let him cheat in peace. Tisha whole spirit. Yes, Guyanese. Yes. Just shattered. Do you hear me? Shattered to pieces, if you ask me. And he just don't care. It's not the first time he's done it. She was, Bashan, looking very, very embarrassed. Everybody was side-eyeing him that day. Yeah, you know, I took it as something else. They still together, so it is what it is. Like I said, I know I'm not um hoping or wishing that they um divorce or break up. I definitely not. I promise you that. But I took it like the man just really didn't want to do it because he wasn't really interested in the marriage at that time. It was the body language. It was everything that you guys are saying. Josie, you said he don't want to be reminded of the fact that he's married to Tisha. Lord, have mercy. And Sylvia P again. He couldn't just make his wife happy at that moment. No, his way or the highway. You don't want to see their reality. The only thing I want to see them is disappear. It's too late for them to replace. It's too late for them. Replace the Scots. Yeah, if they're not gonna give what we need them to give, whenever the fans side with Tisha, he always responds in a matter. Yep, I agree. I agree. Yes, Angie, you may be at the start of the video, talking about the guy that passed away mysteriously. Yeah, they faking it. They getting paid to fake it, and that I don't like. It shouldn't be rewarded. I'm rolling my eyes already. Is the episode Saturday? I do know most times when it's around the holiday, they may skip a week. But I'm rolling my eyes already at the fake pregnancy test. Everybody know that's pregnant. That's made up. Tisha been out here in these tight clothes, child busting out damn near at the seams. So we know she's not pregnant, and why even put it on the show? We supposed to beg the Scots for reality while they fake on the reality show. Yeah, they are. He couldn't recommit to his wife because it's alleged. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. I gotta take a sip for that. hmm That's what it gave to me, sis. That's what it was giving to me. But anyway, like I said, and there's more that I got from Facebook. I'll have to make a couple videos. I'm already over an hour, but I thank you guys again. We're going to get into the Fletchers. 366 people watching. Thank you guys so much. What did I just do? Where are my comments? Okay, there we go. And let me put this banner up. I appreciate you guys. And please hit the like button. Now, this probably should have been a separate video, child, the notes that I took when it comes to the Fletchers. But I do know that in my last live, a lot of you guys wanted to discuss them. And I hope that those that wanted to discuss are here. I will drop the link soon if anybody wanted to come up. But, child, I wrote a lot of notes, okay? It was an awesome interview. Let me say that. I saw honesty, I saw pain, I saw transparency, I saw willingness to listen to each other. Just an overall great interview. Shout out to Carlos King for sitting down with the Fletchers. They spoke on a whole lot. I'm going to jump to this and I'll get back to it later, but that infidelity is still raw with Neil Fletcher. So if those of you that watched the interview, you can still see that she's still hurt. And that's telling, very telling. Naturally they've made their marriage work. They just celebrated 29 years of marriage. But that just shows how deep infidelity cuts. And I saw that. We'll get into more of that soon. But my heart definitely went out to Nell in that moment. But they also spoke on them trending after the family dinner scene. Nell was trending. She said she was scared at first. She was very excited. And Chris feels like we felt. Chris feels that their family is very relatable. And I was happy to hear them say that because we did say that the other day as well. They spoke on the fine earth, sun, lands. Carlos said a lot of people was saying, who is that? Who is that? Nell said that a lot of people was asking about Chris Jr. And then I had to give Carlos the side eye because Nell, she didn't say Junior at first. So she said, yeah, and a lot of people was asking about Chris. And Carlos was like, Chris? Meaning her husband. That Carlos, you could have kept that. But he made sure to ask Chris, you done with that, right, Chris? So Carlos was holding Chris's feet to the fire. I don't know if I would have done it in that moment, but it is what it is. Chris Fletcher let it be known. He's done with that. He said he got a lot to handle when it comes to his wife. They also spoke about the scene with Mel and Martell at their house. I know you guys remember that. Dressed like the scene from New Jack City, child, when Mel and Martell had that black on, and that's when the wine glass, goblet, bucket, table was flipped, all of the above. Um, Nell Fletcher said Mel tore that shit up, okay? And I don't blame Mel at all. They did say that they broke up their good china, okay? The good china that they pulled out for the scene. And Chris Fletcher made a joke and was like, yeah, we should have had them red solo cups. But that scene was something else. What Nell said in her interview is what we all seen in that scene, and we've been seeing since. That Martell did the most in that moment, and he's continued. That's when old Marty Marr thought that, just like these other men we were just talking about, what he says goes, and we know his ass is the one that's now gone because of that. But I wish that we could have seen, guys, the unedited scene, because according to them, it was a lot. Those of us that follow everything when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, we know that Mr. Man called them as witnesses. And I think that he tried to get them to speak against Mel, and they wouldn't. But anyway, what else? They spoke about how they met. They met at a little lounge. Neither of them wanted to go out. Chris' friends convinced him to go out. Nell's friend convinced her to go out. And Nell said that she saw him as he was walking in the door. So it was just a cute little story. He sent drinks over, all of that. I just love, you know, their beginning. Um, I think Carlos misspoke though, because he sort of told Nell that their infidelity wasn't a bad situation. And that's when I saw that hurt creep up. So if for those of you that watched it, Pink Butterflies, you said that you did you see when Carlos said that? And I didn't like how he said that the infidelity wasn't a bad situation. How could infidelity not be a bad situation? And Nell's whole facial expression changed in that moment. For me, it's like she went back to how it was a bad moment or situation, and she definitely let Carlos know that. She corrected him and she said, oh no, it was a bad situation. But yes, Basham corrected him quick, baby. Yes, she did. And I was glad that she did. Um, what I didn't know that they said in that interview, they were separated for 2 years. I never knew that. That's a long time. And that means that Nell stood on business. Separated for 2 straight years, lived in separate places, all of that. And, God saw fit to bring them back together. But yeah, I never knew that. But as I mentioned at the start of this, that pain is still present. Nell said that, the infidelity took a toll on her. It took a toll on the kids. Chris not only broke her trust, but he also broke the trust of the children. She said how she lost weight and all of that. And again, I just appreciated the transparency. I'm going to say this before I finish. We have learned more about Nell and Chris Fletcher in 2 weeks than we have both Scotts, 1 and 2. And if I'm tripping, y'all let me know. I have learned more about the Fletchers in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, than the 6 years that the Scotts 1.0 and 2.0 has been on this show. And Carlos needs to pay attention to that. He really does. But I appreciated Chris's response when Carlos asked him why men cheat. First of all, Chris said, I can't speak for everybody. But he said that number one, he definitely did not blame Nell Fletcher for anything. He said that he was immature. He had to grow up. He said that he was selfish. He basically kept it about him. He did mention a little peer pressure, but he still brought back all of the blame to him. That's accountability. That is transparency. And I just loved it. I really, really did. That's a man. Okay. That's something that we have never seen when it comes to Martell. Martell gonna always mention male first. And it's a shame that Martell didn't utilize the experience of Chris and Nell Fletcher, because I believe had he did, his ass would still be married right now today. Hold on, guys. Sip of water is needed. Nell also mentioned how, she was telling Martell, damn, she gave you 5 years. But let's get into this real quickly. First of all, Nell put them paws on the side chick. She put them paws on the side chick. I thought that was funny. And look, she said that was her husband. She said she don't regret it at all. Hey, Z Frenchie, happy Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, Basham. But the part that cracked me up was how real and raw that Nell Fletcher was talking about fellatio. And she ain't say fellatio. So she said how much pain is, I'm gonna have to try to use another word because y'all know I say payness, but I'm gonna have to say how much pee can a woman child. How could I say this? I can't say it how I wrote it down. But she said there's only so much SUCK ing a woman can do. How much SUCK ing do these men expect? But she broke it down, baby. She said that the side chicks definitely do it all because they want that woman's spots. She said the side chick is SUCK ing and probably blowing in the man's arse. And baby, I had to clutch my pearls. If that ain't real and if that ain't raw, I don't know what is. Child, I cackled, but it's straight facts. Nell Fletcher let it be known that, yeah, they do that until they get your arse. And then guess what? Most of them realize what they really got. Today, especially women today, they the ones that's doing the damn things. So yeah, they doing all that blowing and SUCKing basically for nothing, child. Hilarious. But like I said, that was transparency all the way. I loved it. What else? And then we're gonna drop the link because I'm at an hour and 14 minutes. They spoke about how they do spoil their kids basically because of where they come from. Both of them are from the hood, from the projects. Again, I cannot say this enough. We learned so much about them and their history and all of that in 2 short weeks. Chris pick cotton with his granddaddy. They really struggled. They spoke about food stamps, the old ones that used to come in the book, all of that. And naturally, they didn't want their kids to struggle. They also mentioned how they learned after Chris took Nell home to meet his mom that their families knew each other. Nell's grandmother actually taught Chris's mom how to cook. So, that's just from them living where they lived, and the grandma and the mama and all of them knew each other, but naturally, Nell and Chris didn't know they were kids. They spoke about financial literacy and how most Black folks back then wasn't educated on that. It was just great. It was great. What else? They spoke about basically standing up to Martell. Nell Fletcher let it be known, and I keep saying she's a firecracker, baby. I love it. I love it. My mama was a firecracker. I'm a firecracker. So I love that in Nell Fletcher. But she said she's not scared of Martell at all. Um, what I like that she did say that Mel told her, Mel told her, look, I'm not old school like that. I'm not staying. I'm not built like that. And we know that Mel bounced. A hard head will make a soft arse. She gave Martell 5 years and she was out of there. And Nell Fletcher said that she really respected that when it comes to Mel leaving. They said that Martell and Mel both are like brother and sister to them. And I appreciate that because, a lot of us that know Martell, we can see what he's done as far as turning these other cast members against Mel. I think that a lot of us had a little fear that the same thing was going to happen when it comes to Nell Fletcher, especially. A lot of us was giving Nell the side eye. Nell don't fall for his tricks and all of that. But from what I gather from watching this interview, Nell Fletcher definitely know Martell better than any of us. And she ain't falling for his BS. They said that they are like brother and sister, the both of them, and that's how they will remain. Chris Fletcher, we was wondering why he was it seemed like a little too chummy on that FaceTime with Martell, as far as Martell yelling at his wife. But he said Martell's ass is not crazy. And he said he know that Martell will never put his hands on his wife. I don't know. Martell just gives me snapped. You just never know. But what else? Before we get out of here and get this link drop. Oh, they spoke about Marceau. Hey, Brittany. They spoke about Marceau. And you guys remember, and I'm sorry, I should have some pictures up on the screen. You guys remember the back, Marceau's back, and the picture that was, put out here, released, or whatever the case may be. Well, we do know at the time that Marceau lied and tried to act like he was with Chris Fletcher all of that time. Now, Chris spoke up about that briefly on social media back then, but he went into detail this time. He said that, he was only with Marceau for a good hour. He went and showed him a property. They went and had lunch. And Chris went back to the Airbnb with Nell Fletcher. And Nell said that she wasn't embarrassed. She was going to go ahead and say why she was in Atlanta as well. That's because she had a tummy tuck, and I believe her breast done at the time. For those of you that keep mentioning the DRUGS, we shall discuss Gail Wilson and somebody else. Yes, we'll discuss that in another video. I'm sorry. I heard about it. It's alleged until I can see it. But head on over to Black Titanic, child. That's where you all can find that information. But anyway, Nell admitted the reason why she was there, and she was at the Airbnb recovering from her surgery, and said she know where her husband was. He was right there taking care of her. So again, Tisha ignoring everything because Marceau clearly said something different. They also brought up Tisha. Nell Fletcher said that. And now we talked about Marceau shutting shit down earlier. Nell Fletcher mentioned that in this interview as well. She said that she believed that Tisha asked her about that infidelity because Tisha really wanted advice. And I believe it as well. It was something about the way Tisha asked them when they were at dinner with the Fletchers. And like Nell Fletcher said, her exact words, Marceau shut that shit down. She said that she feels like she's too strong of a woman, and Marceau don't want Tisha speaking to her. That's amazing to me. Okay? Amazing that all of us can see that in Marceau. Nell Fletcher can see that in Marceau. Everybody can see it in Marceau, it seems, but Tisha. But look, if Tisha is happy, go ahead on. It's very telling, though, to me. So anyway, I can go on and on and on about that interview. It was an excellent, excellent interview. Like I said, I probably should have done this in a separate video, but since a lot of you wanted to talk about it, I definitely wanted to go ahead and do so. So I am so glad that the Fletchers are on board. I do hope that they don't let this show, number one, they don't experience the reality TV curse. I don't think that they will. I think that they've been through a lot of challenges, and I think that they're fine. But we also want to see them and their family make it through the issues that they're going through. So I really, really enjoyed that interview. If you guys did not see it, make sure to go to Carlos Kang's YouTube page. It was great. And I'll say it again for the last time. They were authentic, they were transparent, they were a team, they showed love, they showed understanding. Chris Fletcher seems to get it. He lived up to what he did wrong as far as in their marriage. It was just excellent. And like I said, for me, and I'm sure for you guys, uh Scott's 1.0 and 2.0 can go. If I can think of everything that they've shared and combine it, and it don't even amount to what the Fletchers has shown us, I think it's time for a shakeup. So I know Carlos has given his opinions on other shows, and he always say that some people need to go. I think it's a couple people right on this show that can go as well. I think Love in Marriage Huntsville, and I'm gonna drop the link. I think Love in Marriage Huntsville has the opportunity to really, really be great if a shakeup happens. Um, and number one, that shakeup needs to shake Martell right on off because he just plays the victim and we're over it. And he really has nothing to give. I would love to see child Melody Cherie dating right here on the show. I don't think that can be done with Martell being on the show. I would love, love, love to see more of the Fletchers, period, point blank. I know a lot of you may not agree with me, but I would love to see more of Stormy and her husband. Tiffany can go, so to me, that's enough. Add a new couple. Get somebody else that's right there in Huntsville and another couple. Introduce some new people. But yeah, the Scots with the made up storylines for me can go. If they can't be authentic, if they need to be protected, if they can't talk about these things and stop trying to make people feel like they are um, dumb, then yeah. Ula Dawn. Huh. That's odd, LaDon, because I added you as a mod, but you don't have the mod in this chat. So, real quickly, I did drop the link for anybody that want to come up and discuss any of the topics that we discuss. Feel free to hit the link. But let me go to my dashboard real quickly. Hey, LaDawn. Child, I gotta. Oh, yeah. So let me remove that, LaDawn. LaDawn, I don't know if you had several pages, but you should have had a moderator stick by you, and you don't. So I just removed the other LaDawn. We'll get that worked out. But Lady D Keys, I see you backstage. Give me 1 second. Shout out again to the Fletchers. Excellent interview. Thank you guys so much for sharing your story, and I can't wait to see more. Let me remove this and let me get this up. We're gonna bring up a Lady D Keys. I need some new overlays too. Let me just go and put this one up. I'm gonna do that while I'm off this week as well. All right, Lady D Keys, are you
Hey,
there?
yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Well, thanks for joining me. Give me 1 second, Lady D Keys, before we get started. First,
Yes,
let me
ma'am.
remove this banner. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Are you cooking? Doing any
No,
cooking?
no, ma'am.
You're not?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
All right. I'm gonna try to cook small. I went out and even bought mini skillets. Just crazy, spending money. Um, but what's your thought? Well, before we get to that, we got a couple more people backstage. So before I do that, again, for those that want to hit the link, hit the link. I'm gonna remove the link shortly. Let me go ahead and pin it for a minute. But shout out to all of you cuties that are watching. Shout out to the cutie crew. And as I bring up Gail Harris, we're going to get started on our panel discussion. Hey, Gail.
Hey,
Gail,
TK, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for joining me.
I hope
All
you
right.
feel better.
I'm
Um,
getting there. I'm getting
yeah.
there. Hold on, Gail.
Okay.
Hold on, Gail. I do have trending. Hey, trending. Are you there, little sis? Trending at some point. Okay, Trending, you got your mic muted. Let me know when you're ready. I got to make sure it's her before I remove the banner. Is that
It's
you,
me.
Trending? Okay.
It's me.
All right. How you doing, little sis?
I'm good. I heard you say you're at 70%. I hope you keep feeling better.
I will, child. If I stop all this talking, but the talking make me feel better. So thank you for that. I'm getting there. I still sound a little manly, child, but it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get into the discussion. Thank you, ladies, again for joining me. Lady D Keys, what did you want to discuss? The Cassie Diddy mess, the
Mm.
Fletchers, Marceau. What would you like to discuss?
Diddy first, then Cassie. Oh my gosh, that's a hot mess. He needs to go to jail. He he's just a hot mess. Have you heard the discussion with the I think it was his bodyguard or something?
Yes, ma'am.
I,
I did. You
I
talking about the bodyguard saying that allegedly Kim Porter had to stab him in the wrist and all
mhm,
of that stuff? Mm-hmm.
mhm. I do believe him. I do believe him.
I do too.
And I'm gonna move on because I don't like bidding. That's just too much for me.
Okay.
And Miss Tisha and Marcel, ugh, they need to go. I'm sick of them. I I
Mm,
I agree with you when you say that the Fletchers need to replace them because the Fletchers have brought more to the show than what they have ever brought. They don't bring nothing. Kimmy too, and Maurice. I'm sick of all of them. I'm tired of them. I don't want to see them no more on my TV screen. I'd rather see the Fletchers and they nice looking kids, cause Les is fine, honey. Um,
Amen, friend. Child. And normally
he's like,
I don't do the light brights, but
okay, I like chocolate. I like chocolate, but
yes.
but yeah, he's still fine though. And the other one, he cute too, Chris Jr. Um, what was it? You, hush, I forgot already. My mouth has been running, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
The
I do
Fletchers.
agree with you though.
Did you like the interview? The Fletchers.
I
Did you watch it?
didn't I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did watch parts of it on other people's channel.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty good though. But when she said fellatio, I was cracking up. I said, "Girl, you could have said fellatio. You did not have to say what you said, but we get it." But I love Neil. I was a little suspect, but you gotta. I guess she's trying to fill out everybody on the show. So she hanging
Mm-hmm.
around DJ Marceau and all them. It's she's trying to fill them out and see what their head is, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know because she's still new to the show. But I'm glad hopefully they make them a part of the show and get them in there and replace them doggone Scots because I'm so sick of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I did like when I'm sorry, I'll bring up Kiki. When Kiki threw that water on Tisha, honey, I said that's what she get because she was antagonizing Kiki for no reason. For no
Yeah.
reason. I get the fact that you was upset because she brought up the cheating allegation, but that's no that's no reason to antagonize that girl like that. And she got drenched for it, and I was happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah. Do you think that I know you said as far as how she said about the fellatio because it was definitely a little more raw. I appreciated that. You know what I mean?
Oh
Even
yeah.
though it was raw, I appreciated exactly how she said it. Sometimes we need
Yeah.
somebody to give it to us straight with no chaser. You know what
Oh,
I'm
she
saying?
will. I didn't have a problem with it, but I was just like, girl, could you come up with another word for that? Because that's just too much for YouTube. I'm surprised, they let that slide, but okay,
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah, she got a nice looking husband. Them people are nice looking. She's beautiful.
they are
I
beautiful
like her.
couple. Beautiful couple. Beautiful.
Yes, just gorgeous. I'd
Hmm.
rather see them on TV than see them doggone Scots. I'm sick of them. Let them go. Bring on the Fletchers and their family. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
I agree, Lady D Keys. I totally agree. Hold on, we have Josie, and then I have an announcement that I do need to make to those that are in the chat. Let's see here. Josie, is this you?
Yes, it's me.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are y'all?
Good. How are
Good, good,
you?
good. Happy Thanksgiving. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you that are watching, those that are in the bushes. Real quickly, for those of you that are dropping down in the channel talking about an alleged case with Maurice, I will be deleting each comment and please don't put it in the chat again. It has been proven that that is a different Maurice Scott. All right. So take it to, whatever page or where you guys saw the video. But in this chat, please do not mention it. I won't call out names, but I am removing comments as we speak. That is a different Maury Scott. So if you put it in here earlier, I'll delete it. And please don't put it in the chat. After that little announcement. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you again, Lady D Keys. We're gonna go ahead and jump
Mhm.
over to Gail Harris. And after Gail, I will read some comments. Gail, your thoughts on the topics?
So
Diddy,
on
Cassie,
Diddy,
Marsol, Tisha,
yeah,
the
on Diddy,
Fletchers.
on Diddy and Cassie, when they said that it's triggering, I kind of just bowed out. I'm gonna leave that one alone because I just, you know what, it's just too much. It's just too much for
Okay.
me. I'm a mom and stuff like that too. So I just hope that she gets some type of closure to, whatever she's gone through.
Yeah.
I said that if he had done all of that, I wanted him to go to jail because I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But with the Fletchers, with Huntsville, well, the ratings came back and the ratings were high, and the Scots were not on it. And I hope that Carlos looks at the fact that it's time that the Fletchers came and shook some, what up. That it's time for the Scots to
Yes,
go.
ma'am.
I loved everything about the Fletchers because they were authentic. They told what they said, the good, bad, and the ugly. They did it on the show and they did it in the interview. And I like that because they were transparent, just like Mel, even Martell was back in the day. I'm tired of the fakery. And the Scots
Hmm.
it's just time for them to go. If you just like Bravo is doing a reboot. I hope Carlos is paying attention because it's boring with the Scots and this fake stuff. And they're kind of quiet. I'm sure they back in the bushes looking too to say, okay, everybody liking them, and maybe they'll get it together and say, okay, we need to come out and do better, which I doubt. But even with them, I love the Fletchers. I loved everything about them, the good, bad, and the ugly. I hope Carlos take a look and do something different. And Chit Chat, I'm like you. When Nell was talking, I liked everything she said. The rawness. I liked how she
Yes.
said it, when she said it. I was cracking
Yes,
up, but I liked
baby.
everything about her. She didn't hold no punches. She came out and said, "This who I am." Especially when he asked her, "Did you beat up the side piece?" And she said, "Well, I don't want that lady to come back after me, but that was my husband."
Thank
So
you. She said, I thought that was sealed. Like, where you get this tea, Carlos? But
yeah, so she said, "Well, I don't want her to come back after me," but yeah, I did. And then, sometimes people question if she's Mel's friend or not. Did she have Mel peaks? But in that interview, I saw where she really is Mel's friend because she said herself, I told Mel, you need to make it work. And Mel said, I ain't doing that. And she said she had to
mm-hmm,
respect Mel for who she was. So, yeah, I really
mm-hmm.
did. I like that chit chat. So I hope that I think he is paying attention because he said he had over 1,000 comments about
Yeah,
them.
they
He
were
said that people,
trending.
yeah, they said they were trending number 4. The
Mm-hmm.
Fletchers were trending number 4. So if you don't know that that's gold, then that's on you. And I agree with you too, Chit Chat. I'm kind of liking Stormy and Courtney. I really like Courtney, even though sometimes all
Mm-hmm.
he does is just laugh. I,
Just laugh
I
and
like
grin.
Courtney. That's all
Uh-huh.
he does. But one thing we can say about Carlos, he ain't kissing the scotch. You know what? When he said I ain't going, I ain't going. He meant that. He didn't care what he had to be paid. He did not
Yep.
go.
Yep.
And I respect him for that. He was like, I ain't going to that.
Yep.
Basically what he said, you ain't finna punk me and I'm not going. So
Right.
I
And
do
that's
like,
real though. Gail, that's real because
yeah,
he know if some shit would have jumped off, what he would have done. So that's
yeah,
real. No, I'm not going up to be fake for the cameras. That's what we
yeah,
want to see real. But go ahead.
yeah. So yeah, I do. Martell, he could go too. But you know what, Chit Chat, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let somebody else go. One thing I realized about Carlos, I saw Carlos on an interview with Heavenly, and they were talking about Melanie's name change ceremony,
Mhm.
and Carlos was actually talking against Martell. Like all that Melanie had gone through
Really?
and all this. Yeah, go back. It wasn't this Monday. It was last Monday, and they talked about her name change ceremony. And Carlos brought up the fact that
Okay.
all the stuff that she had gone to. So I don't know. It sounds like he kind of soured against Martell, but they didn't talk
Mm-hmm.
on it really fast. They just they touched on it and they got off. But
Then got
they were
off.
praising, yeah, they were praising Mel for changing her name for all the stuff that she had gone through and stuff like that. So yeah,
Mm.
He could take the Scots and he could take Martell and his bird and they could go on. And y'all, that's all I
Yep.
have to say. And happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
Woo wee! Gail Harris just came in and dropped it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch that, Gail, because we know. Think back to the interview that Martell did with Dr. Heavenly. Again, that interview was blame male, 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 male. Heavenly
Yeah.
tried to get through to him. We know Nell and Chris Fletcher tried. So Martell deserves what he deserves. I hope that Carlos is starting to open his eyes. And,
I
I
think
get that you have
so.
loyalty to these castmates, but a shakeup is needed. And I'm not just saying that. A shakeup is needed. We don't want the fake storylines, and we definitely don't want Martell because the only thing that he got is whatever happened with Mel. Mel has a whole
Yes.
life. I'm hoping that this court case coming up has something to do with the kids and that they will be able to be shown. Somebody in the comments said that we would love to see Miss Vanessa showing people how a real grandmother is supposed to be. I totally agree with that. Mel mother and her kiddos, all of that. We would love to see that part of Mel as well as her dating, and then the real from the real. So yeah, Nell
Yeah.
Fletcher was real, baby. She put them paws on the side chick, okay?
Yes, you
Put them
did.
paws on the side chick. So great points, Gail. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All
All
right, I'm gonna
right,
read a
y'all.
couple comments and we're gonna get to Josie. We are at 1 hour and 41 minutes. This has been a great live. We got 414 people that are currently watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I see a lot of people are at work. So thank you guys for even joining me while you're working. You too cute. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. For the rest of you, if you're at home, I hope you are prepping your meals and listening. So, yeah, I appreciate just this many people being in the chat the day before the holiday. Candace, I agree. Out with the Scots. We are over. Maurice and Kimmy talking about lack of sex, and we over Marceau and Tisha not talking about much. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna move on to Josie. We know about the Fletcher's family life. We know about their marriage. We know about the infidelity. We know about the kids. We know about their struggles. We know about all of that in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So, that's what I want when it comes to reality TV. But thank you again, Gail Harris. Josie, you are up.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Mhm. Oh, I had to take a break because I'm over here cooking. I was like, I need a break.
Oh,
So
you
I had
cook.
to come outside for a second.
Oh, well, thank you. Hey, I'm sorry, crafting with your flamboyant creator. Hello, beautiful name. Thank you for joining me. All right, Josie, you up, and we're gonna be getting up out of here, child.
Um, I do want to tell everyone because I know like a lot of people have been sick lately. So definitely, take care of yourself, chit chat. I hope you feeling better. I'm one of those type of people that I think about everyone else before I think about myself. And that was a wrong decision because probably about a week and a half ago, I had to go to urgent care
Mhm.
because I had strep throat, and it got to the point where y'all I could not swallow.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
it was so bad because I just let it get to that point, and I had to be on steroids and everything. So definitely take care of yourself. COVID and C word and everything is coming back. So y'all definitely take care of yourself. I know everyone's gonna be mingling. Around Thanksgiving and having people over. So, definitely, be safe and watch out for all the germs that's going around.
Great
But
advice. Great advice. Thank you for that.
yes, no problem. And Diddy, I think initially he thought maybe Cassie was not going to expose all that she exposed, which is why he did not settle in the first place because he offered her 8 figures. So that's at least 10 million. But Cassie asked for 30. And I do not think.
Nine. Allegedly 9 figures is come out.
Oh,
So
9.
yes, ma'am. So allegedly she got at least 100 mil. At
Mm.
least. Uh-huh.
I
Way
know
more.
when she initially asked him for money, if I was guilty and I knew that I did all that I did, I would have just paid the lady and went on about my business. So another content creator brought up the point that maybe Cassie was also saving some stuff in a lawsuit to use it as leverage. If he did not, pay, she was going to expose some more stuff. So I'm glad that she got to expose him, and people has been saying stuff about him for years and years and years. And another thing that people keep forgetting about Kim Porter is that he has the twins with Kim Porter, but he also has a daughter, Chance, that's 6 months older than the twins.
By Sarah
So,
Chapman.
So a lot of people aren't maybe people just weren't paying attention. But me, over the years, I was like, oh my God, like all this stuff is going on. Like, why has nobody came out? No, why has nobody exposed him? But he's powerful, like crazy powerful, to the point where he can have this girl's medical records sent to him. Like, that's crazy to me. They aren't. Well, the patient actually has to sign something for her medical records to even be released to someone. So I don't know if she did that, or if he was just able to get them. But that's just insane to me. So I'm just praying for her and all of her healing. I just hope that she's able to I know she's not going to be able to live in complete peace, but, get some type of healing and therapy, because I know that's hard. That I can't imagine. I can't imagine everything that she went through. And as far as Tisha and Marcel, Tisha could have been probably on Mel's level right now if she would have been open about her marriage and let us see inside and see what's really going on. Tisha could have been, getting advice from Mel and how to move. Mel tried to give her the blueprint, but she didn't want it. You want to turn a blind eye, which is fine. No one would wanted to expose your husband until you were laughing at Mel and thinking it was funny. That's the only reason why I just don't like Tisha. Never will have respect for Tisha. And even if she does decide to leave Marcel, I would never respect a woman like her, because you laughed at another woman when she was down. So I would never respect Tisha or Wanda or any of them for all that they have done to Mel. Maurice and Kimmy, I don't know what they got going on, just the lies. And Kimmy said she met him one way, and it turns out she met him a different way. And for them to be on a show called Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't see nothing about them being in love or anything positive about their marriage. So I need all of the Scots off the show at this point. All of them. And this fake pregnancy test that Tisha got coming up, I don't know who she thinks she fooling, but she ain't fooling nobody that's smart. She ain't fooling nobody that got common sense, because we all know that she's not going to step out on Marcel with him having the vasectomy or whatever. Or maybe it didn't take. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody thinking about you. And the previous caller, I think her name was Gail. She said that was her name Gail?
Yep.
Okay, Gail, Miss Gail. She said, I saw that interview with Carlos and Kevin. I think they're gonna be doing them every Monday night. So that they could talk about like a little bit of Love and Marriage Huntsville, mainly Married to Medicine and stuff like that. But I saw the interview that she was talking about, and she is right. Carlos was definitely team Mel, acting like he was a millimeter. But when everything was going down, he was on Martell's side and trying to save Martell and having him doing all these press conferences like he the president and just trying to clean up his image. But um he was definitely making it seem like he's been on Mel's team this whole time. And anyone, that has been watching how he moves knows for a fact that he has not been vocal about being there for Mel. Anything that has been going on, even with this revenge piece, like he hasn't said anything about it. As him, being, I guess, what do I call Carlos? The co-creator of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because Mel initially, created it, but whatever he is, he could at least came out and said something. He didn't have to go into details about the revenge piece. He didn't have to say anything like someone's getting charged with. He didn't have to say anything. He could have just came out with a general statement and to just let everyone know that he don't stand by that foolishness and he will get to the bottom of the foolishness. So when he said that, him and Dr. Heatherly was talking. Dr. Heatherly was praising Mel, like giving her praise, like she's a beautiful girl. I love the name change ceremony. And Carlos was just like, yeah. And I was talking to Mel, and I'm like, what? Because the last time I checked.
Yeah, I do think that they, Mel made it clear that they don't talk like that. But Mel has even said that she reached out to Carlos. I think that they have that type of relationship. I don't know, for me, I believe that he's starting to see the light in a sense, when it comes to not just automatically, similar to what he did in the interview, feel like cheating is just cheating and it's okay. Sometimes as a man, even if he is gay, you got to really, really put yourself in a woman's shoes. So, I don't think that they have a volatile relationship, he and Mel.
Right.
Just me.
Right. But it also could be something with the ratings too. Maybe he's seeing that the Scots, need to be left where they at, and he needs to continue on with Mel, the Fletchers, and maybe bringing on a new couple to the show because I'm going to tell you, I'm not interested in watching next week's episode with that fake pregnancy test. I'm not. Like, I don't even think I'm going to watch that episode because I don't want to watch that foolishness. I don't. I be trying to support because of Mel, but I don't want to see that mess. Like, lady, you was playing dead in our face with this fake pregnancy test.
Yeah,
but that's all I got to say. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving.
You as well, Josie, and those were some excellent points. I'll be watching Child for you if you don't watch, and I will report. But we know that that's something that was made up with again. We all know it. Carlos knows it too, so that's why I want to hold Carlos' feet to the fire. Stop it. We know you gave him a pass, but let them know that pass is over. We want real. We don't want nothing at all. Go ahead.
And one more thing, he should be happy that the content creators are still watching Love and Marriage Huntsville because I be going to y'all for the reviews on the episodes that I don't watch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got y'all covered. We got you covered. At least I know I do. It's a lot of us that still, give commentary when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's still one of my favorite shows. Love and Marriage Huntsville is a show that you love to hate. For me, love Mel, love her story, love her putting her foot down and getting on up out of that. I love a lot about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but then we also got a couple things that we hate. So, but yeah, we got you.
I'd be glad when they let the kids come back on there because I don't like not seeing them.
I know it's hard, and it's a court order that's in place thanks to Martell. That unfortunately at this time they cannot be seen. So hopefully that will change. I really hope so, because he's stopping their bag as well. So he just give those vibes. If he's not getting the bag, he don't want nobody to get it, including his kids. And that's money that could have went as far as college and everything else. It's a lot of people on social media whose children are making a bag just from them having an Instagram page. So, he's slow. But guys, we are at 2 hours. I want to thank the panel. Thank you, Lady D Keys. Thank you, Gail Harris. And thank you, Josie. Thank you to Trending, who was here for a second. Trending, thank you again for the DM as well. I want to say before I lose my voice, I hope that you guys really, really sit down and reflect on what you are thankful for. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful for the discussions that we have. I mentioned to my cutie crew, I'm thankful that we have a safe space where we share a whole lot as women. And I'm just thankful that God has given us another year to be thankful. So enjoy your families. Don't eat too much. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to make, which is something that I don't do. I can't cook like it's just, now it's just me. But I'm going to try. But enjoy the kids, enjoy your elders, create memories. To the cutie crew, we are partying this Friday. Make sure y'all got y'all drinks. So those that's able to come out and join us in Members Only Live, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna play some games. I want to know what traditions that you all have when it comes to holiday traditions. But again, to each and every one of you, I appreciate you guys for joining me on this Thanksgiving Eve. And I hope that all of you enjoy your holiday. Get some shopping done too. Black Friday. I won't be out there, but I'll probably be indulging in Cyber Monday for sure. I need to be downsized and I don't need nothing else. But I know I'm going to get my shop on somehow, some way. Thank you again to the new member. Let me go back. Peace, love, and prayers. Thank you so much. Oh, Dolores, I wanted to tell you. Let me cough real quick. Dolores wanted to know if you could DM me about another cast member on the show that allegedly slept with coleslaw. No, ma'am. I don't need it. I don't need it. Number one, let me just say this, Dolores. I don't believe it. Because I think that Martell has had his a tight grasp. Put yourself in the mind of a Diddy and a Cassie. Maybe not to that extreme, but when it comes to control, I think that man has controlled her mind. Well, I don't believe it, but yeah, I'll try to scan YouTube and see who posted it. But a lot of you guys, I want to say this before I get out of here. A lot of subscribers send me YouTube videos all day, every day, all day, every day. And I'm on YouTube, guys. So what you see, I see. I don't need nothing special. Now, if you want to send me a clip or something, or you want to point out a timestamp or something that you want me to, go watch, do that. But I'm on YouTube. I am on YouTube. So we out of here. I said it would be a power hour-ish live. And we are at 1 hour, 58 minutes and counting. So thank you guys again. Exactly, Josie. Exactly. I don't believe that one. Child, there's too much fear there. So we can discuss. We'll discuss it at another time, or maybe members only. But shout out again to the Fletchers. Shout out to Chris and Nell Fletcher. Thank you for opening up to this public, these viewers, us that have been wanting to see more of the real. Thank you for doing that. And as I mentioned, don't let the reality TV curse come in and play a part when it comes to your marriage or your family. I'm going to put up a message Melody Cherie on my way out the door. Make sure to support our girl tomorrow and download her new single, Mrs. Santa. Also, make sure to watch the video on Nubian TV. Before I go, there was a couple people in the chat that was asking, how do you get Nubian? If you have a smart TV, you can download the app. If I'm not mistaken, let me see before I let you go. Is it something that you can watch directly from your computer? Let's see. I am. Okay, so you need Fire TV, you need a Roku device. Let's see. I'll share this with you guys real quickly. But make sure again to support Mel tomorrow on her new single. Let me share this window and I'm definitely out of here. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for making my Thanksgiving a little brighter. Thank you for the well wishes. I do plan to go back and read the messages from my cutie crew, my sis Pink Diva, excuse me, and Trending. Almost had your girl crying this morning. But I thank you guys. All right, I want to share this and we out of here. Let's see. So this is Nubian. And it says that you can watch if you have a Fire TV, a Roku device. So I don't think that is something that you can watch from your desktop. I'm scared to click. Let's see. Watch now. Let me try this before I go. For those of you that were asking. Oh, maybe. Okay. Maybe, guys. Trending. Okay, so they can. That's just what I just clicked, Trending. Thank you. So if you guys click watch now from your desktop, it'll bring you to this screen here. And if you see here, it gives you an option to log in. If you don't have an account, then you can create your account. So even if you don't have a smart TV, you can definitely watch from your desktop. So thank you, Trending, because that's exactly what I did. I clicked that watch now. They even have a watch live button as well.
Inspired idea, because this is something that
all right, China, let me close this out before I get a copyright.
Pre-COVID. So it's definitely something that's needed.
All right. So that's what I plan on doing too. I'm gonna catch up on me some Nubian TV programming. But happy Thanksgiving again to you guys. Be safe. No drinking and driving. Drink. Go ahead and drink, but no driving. Enjoy your family, and I love you all. Thank you again for joining me. Gail Harris, I'm going to go ahead and remove you. Thank you again, Trending. I love you, little sis. Thank you, Sherry McLean. Shout out to the cutie crew. Thank you, guys. If you did not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit that like button on your way out. You guys know I had to remove my doggone music. I'm so mad, but we're going to go and make it do what it do with what we got. But happy Thanksgiving, guys. And I will chat with you soon. Bye.
You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say. Then what next, then what next, then what next, then what next, then what next? The next session. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why,